It's TA with MK. It's TA with MK. Gents and ladies, no time to waste. Don't be afraid, it's time to trade. Let's start your brains like high-speed trains. Storm these games like hurricanes. It's time to save this herd this days. Put on your cape and learn the phrase. It's TA with MK. It's TA with MK. Hello there. Welcome back to another episode of TA with MK. My name is still McKay. That hasn't changed yet. And today's episode is sponsored by this giant mug of water. It was an easy sponsorship for me to get because it was the closest thing to free. I do pay a small city bill, so obviously it wasn't completely free, but this just came out of my faucet. And luckily where I live, water is still reasonably okay out of your faucet. So we'll do a quick little song about water. Drink lots of water, it helps you focus and trade. Just kidding, that was just made up bullcrap song right then. Drink lots of water every day to help you to focus, to help you to trade. Invest in yourself, invest in your health. It's TA with MK and H2O. Today's episode is actually going to be about the concept of if this, then this. Let me explain a little better. So the guy that taught me trading, one of his favorites, or at least most used phrases, was trading is not predicting. It's reacting. You know, having a plan, of course, and reacting to that plan. And he also always uses the phrase that trading is just a series of if this happens, then I do this. If this happens, then I do that. Well, how do you come up with the if this and then this? Well, let's discuss. To do so, we're going to discuss a few of my favorite P words. And no, we're not going to talk about that word. We can discuss in a different episode whether or not Pluto is a planet. No, we're going to talk about predicting, which I firmly believe trading is not. We're going to talk about probabilities and percentages, which is why we as traders love technical analysis. This is the closest that we can get to predicting. And then we're going to talk about having a plan and being prepared. And that's where we can tie in the if this, then this. So let's move on. Simply put, a big reason why we as traders love technical analysis, or TA, is it just is a way for us to find what has a higher probability or percentage of playing out, right? Just to give ourselves an edge. So just one quick example would just be the Bitcoin daily chart that I share on my channel every day. After it put its all-time high in last year in November, it had been in this downtrend or inside of this pattern where it had touched, once, twice, 3 times on the top, several times on the bottom. So it was a confirmed pattern, and it was in a falling wedge, which from a TA perspective has a 68% chance of at some point breaking to the upside. It means that chances of it breaking this way are 68%, and the chances of it breaking this way is 32%. Well, the percentage goes up, or the likelihood of when it's going to happen, if it happens, if and when, is based on other things too, like is it bouncing at the bottom of this pattern near support levels, things of that nature. We have a whole bunch of videos, and we'll continue to add videos on TA, but I just wanted to quickly explain that from a probability and percentage standpoint, that's where technical analysis comes in. It's the reason that we traders like to chart things. We use patterns, support, resistance, indicators. Other traders use a plethora of things just to try to have an idea of what the probability or percentage is the price action is going to go in one direction. That way they can have a plan in place. Moving on. Now, quickly for this next portion, I just wanted to show you a snapshot or screenshot of my whiteboard, one of my whiteboards. I actually have like 4 whiteboards that I write stuff on, and I'll share those in different videos and what I have on each one, etc. But here's just an example of it. If this, then this. Now, this is under my prepared and having a plan section, because what I do with this whiteboard is I have alerts that I've set on TradingView. But for example, I've put BTC, because BTC pretty well runs this market. If it's trending up, altcoins are trending up typically, at least 99% of them. If it's trending down, it's taking 99% of the market with it. So I have it, if this happens, if Bitcoin number 1 breaks or goes above 46K, then I'm going to do what's over here. Bitcoin number 2, if it goes down and hits 41,350, then I'm going to do this. And if Bitcoin does number 3, 39,700, then I'm going to do this, right? Don't forget to drink your water. Don't forget water's your friend. Let's go. And then just below that, I've got a few coins I've been tracking, KLV, Glitch, Render, API3. I've noted next to these two, it's because of these news dates or catalysts they have coming at the end of the month or mid-month. These ones down here, I've just noted it's because they have strong patterns. And then over here on the then this side, I've put a 2 and a 3 next to some different price levels across from these coins. And what I'm notating here is that if Bitcoin does, say, number 2 and drops to 41,350, if this coin's at or really close to the prices that I've noted for number 2 for this example, I'm going to allocate 30% more of what I plan to allocate to that coin at that point. Same thing with 3. If Bitcoin drops to 39,700, I've got a plan in place next to these number 3s that if these coins are at these prices and have held the structure, then I'm going to allocate 50% and so on and so forth. Now, the reason that I do this is just so that I could take the emotions out of it when and if it happens. You know, if this happens with Bitcoin, rather than me scrambling at that point and trying to come up with a plan, I've already got one written down. And that was just a quick dive into having a plan for if this happens, you're going to do this. Be prepared and you'll have a lot more success in this market. If you're liking the content, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching TA with MK. My name is McKay, and you have a good day. It's TA.